What's going on, everybody? It is September 8th, 2024. My name is Kenny Kamz, and this is The Black Show. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good start to their week and all that good stuff. It's a lot going on in the world, man. I don't even care to get into stuff no more. 'Cause the thing I realized, especially with black culture, if it isn't about pop culture or about celebrities or about drama that is irrelevant, then black people just don't care. Like they don't, fam. Like that ain't my main topic today, but I just I get so disgusted with black culture the way we think, fam. And it makes me feel like racist almost, but I'm not, bro. I'm not. Our culture is shitty. It's some good people in our culture. But and I wonder if every culture is like this, bro. I wonder if it's a Mexican dude sitting at his computer on his podcast, a white dude sitting at his computer on his podcast, a Filipino dude sitting on his podcast talking the same thing I'm talking, bro. So maybe it's just a humanity thing, but and I'm just more exposed to black culture because that's what I'm around every day. But it is so just money hungry, bro. Like, yeah, my episode yesterday when I was talking about money is your god, is money your god, or if money is your god, however you want to put it. It's crazy to me, bro, because black people have never in America have never had money in mass, and we try to play this role like we know what we doing, and like it's pure incompetence, and that's why most black people lose their wealth because they fucking egos or anything that comes to them. Like I was talking to one of my young dogs the other day. So he had a family member that got a substantial amount of money, right? Um, and they wanted to. He does handyman work and shit. I got a couple of my young dogs that do handyman work. Told them cats to go to trade school out of college, out of high school, go to trade school, bro. Um, and he was like, yeah, one of their family members had a big old bag and then went on trips and spent it all. And then at the end of the money, was trying to do the actual work with the money. And I told him, I'm like, man, see, that's the difference with people, bro. You can't teach people how to do right. You can't show people how to do right. It's just in you, is what I realized. It's just in you. And it's to do wrong is just waiting on the right opportunity where you think you could do it and get away with it. Like I had somebody really, really close to me that they don't think I noticed that did some super janky shit when my dad died. That would have changed a whole lot of stuff for me. And to this day, they still don't think I know. And I don't care. I washed it off and I'm like, if that's how people are, I'll let them just live in that. I'm good. Because I don't really want nothing from nobody. Or like ask nobody for nothing. Like, yeah, I don't really ask nobody for nothing. I'm usually the one that's like, hey, I do ask my young dogs, like I did ask Hope, like, hey bro, could you come check out this furnace, man? I'm struggling with this furnace, bro. Come check this out to see before I spend all this bread to go get it really, really fixed. But other than little stuff like that, I don't ask nobody for nothing. Why? Is because every time in my life I've asked somebody for anything, it came with stipulations or judgment or some kind of stuff. That's even from my parents, my mama and them. Like people wonder why I do stuff so self sufficiently, and I rather struggle through it than ask anybody. Because like my whole life, when I ask anybody, friends, anybody to do anything for me, it's a sense of like I get shamed first before they say yeah. Like it's a situation I want to talk about. I just saw Beanie Siegel talk about something with Jay, and I felt a very similar way. Um, it was a situation I just had. I'll get a full scenario. So, say with the studio, it was some real shit, and I had to get out of town. Right. I asked a real close family member, like, "Hey, I just wanted to get out of the city for a little bit." I was like, "What they doing down there?" And I got every reason why I shouldn't be down there from that person. And I'm like, what if this was a real? It's not a dangerous situation. I just kind of want to be around my family because it's very lonely in Milwaukee. Because I don't really have family here no more like that. I have cousins and shit, but I don't have nobody I'm close to like that here. And even that person told me like, well, maybe you should try to go with your like. I'm like, oh, y'all don't fuck with me, and it's no real reason why. A real reason, a lot. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but the big reason why I think a lot of people don't fuck with me is because I'm not fake. Like I don't play in the games and shit, and they'll take it as, oh well. I honestly don't know. So I was like, it might just be a me thing. That's why I just disconnected and stop messing with people. So I'm like, it might just be a me thing. It might be me the reason why people don't fuck with me. But I have a sneaky suspicion it's because people have been talking about like my character behind my back. Because I'm not really present in Milwaukee like that. And it's a lot. I've pissed off a lot of high name people here by telling the truth about their actions and just not playing into their bullshit. And they see me as a threat and I get seen as a threat because it's noticeable that I can see. Even if I don't say nothing about it, it's noticeable that I noticed. And I get tired of that shit. That's like the narcissists and the autism, the narcissists ADHD. We able to spot them, they had to spot us and shit. Like, I got slandered so much through this fucking city, y'all. And like, really, no one can say anything that I've actually done to them at all. Like, I really, what have I done to anybody in this city negatively? I'll put up five bands for anybody that can like really bring that up to me. What did I really do that's negative to me, to y'all? Like I get so much pushback because of what I say and how I think. I'm like, y'all are fucking Nazis and racists and prejudiced and all that shit. If you don't want to be around people that don't think the way you think, you fucking Nazi, you prejudiced bastard, like it's confusing, bro. And then the people that are really doing shady shit, like really, really shady shit, get all the fucking love. So yeah, that's just so people can under that message was for a person's a group very specific though. So don't think that's a wide range one. But I say that to say with that being how I see how people operate, because I just move accordingly. I'm done helping anybody with anything. I'm done. I don't really need help right now. I don't need help. I don't ask for help. I've gotten to the point where I can maintain all my stuff and grow without help because I've never had help. I've throughout this whole process, and this could be from sports, this could be from like college, I've literally never had consistent help. Never had a consistent ear to talk to about stuff. Never had somebody I could call and be like, hey, this is going shitty without them making me feel like I'm the shitty one. And people wonder why I maneuver how I maneuver, how I act how I act. I'm like, I really never had family like that. I got my mom, my dad, and all that stuff, but them relationships is even like I've never had a family that really. I got a whole bunch of cousins, whole bunch of people that's like extended. I've never had anybody that actually cared about what I had going on. When I say y'all, so the public can see this shit. Only two people that called me about that studio shit was my two older sisters, Danielle and Kenrika. Nobody else even said nothing, and they knew on the front end how much I invested, how much I was like. That's why I'm like, oh, y'all wanted to see it fail, and even my sisters when they called, they were like, "Are you good, physically? Like everything good?" And I love them for that. But like, I realized like, oh, the city wants to see this shit. People like to see shit fail rather than win. The people stuff have like work. And that's because it's all y'all taking everybody else's stuff and internalizing it. Like what I do doesn't fucking matter for nobody else. That's how I treat my life now. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck what they do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I realized that. I'm like, oh, motherfuckers rather see you fail. That's a fucked up way. That's why I said I'm done. Like, no, y'all niggas don't get help for nothing, bro. Nothing. And I could plug niggas in with major donors right now. And I'm like, to grow businesses, like, nah, fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. Until some people started having conversations with me one-on-one, like, hey, man, my bad, yo, I did. It's fuck all y'all in the city. I got songs on the radio now, I don't even give a fuck. I don't care that like that. It's on Hot 105.7. Because I'm so detached from this city because of all of the negativity, bro. Like, even me having a song on like that being on Hot 105.7 is gonna receive more hate. So it's like, why do things good here when people are just gonna hate everything? And it's no crowd saying, hey, go, because everybody's so afraid to be outed by motherfucker like an outcry. It's a weird ass environment, bro. And it take too much thinking to maneuver with that shit. And I'd rather think about the actual business shit and the actual shit I got going on than how to maneuver around motherfuckers that don't even care about you. Like, that's why even family members, it's been a couple family members that I said, like, no, I don't want to associate with you. And I think they think it's like, oh, it's an emotional thing. No, that's a permanent for life thing for me now. I don't go back from that. It's a couple people that was real close to me that's I'm like, bro, if I'm not talking to you, take that as a sign. Because the more you are trying to communicate with me is pissing me off more. Because now I think you're trying to get a rise out of me. You're trying to get a response out of me. And I realized with me, I left myself open to this, that if somebody want that smoke from me, they can get it. But when people start doing it with me, especially during college and going up, they would jab, jab, jab to get the smoke out and be like, oh, he crazy because he got the smoke, but they don't say what they did on the front end. And I'm too solid to put niggas' business out there. But what happened, the switch over all this shit was when motherfuckers really start keeping a distance was when you did janky shit and I called it out. Like my best friend sleeping with my ex-girlfriend that I was living with for 2 years. And another one of our homies' girlfriends. Another nigga from a different state that was kicking it with us that's texting everybody girlfriends. Niggas in another different state that's FaceTiming other niggas' girls and like, and when I start calling, I ain't say none of that shit till right now. But I knew all that shit the whole time. Niggas smoking with other niggas' girls after work and not telling that nigga, like, all that janky shit was going on. And when I pull my energy away, because I'm like, bro, it ain't my responsibility to tell these niggas that. Because they ain't tell me that my girl was OC. They ain't tell me that my girl was all around the city talking to niggas. So I don't feel no right to tell you, bro, do your shit. That's how I'm going to treat it, how y'all treated me. And I got put out as a villain for that. Of like, oh, this nigga. Or like, I'm the one that gets down talk behind it. And I'm tired of motherfuckers talking about me. It has been yet a motherfucker to say anything about me publicly. What did I do to you publicly to make you feel some type of negative way from me? Open invite. You could comment on this shit. Because it's frustrating dealing with the city. I talked about in them earlier podcasts how I had a divorce and breakup with the city. I am completely done with this place, bro. I just live here now. That's it. I just live here for this next couple months, and then I'm going for good, bro. Because Milwaukee doesn't want success. It doesn't want positivity. All y'all are fucking demonic here. Good majority of people are demonic here and lost and uneducated, and it's a lost fucking place. And when the people that come in to try to fix it, y'all push us out. So deuces, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, bro. Like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm over this shit. I'm over this shit. I know it sounds like frustration or it sounds like, but I've been disconnected from Milwaukee since probably since my ex did all that nonsense, talking to niggas, smashing niggas, doing all that shit behind the scenes, bro. I have been so disconnected here because I don't know who I could trust in the city. Because she was a good looking girl. I know niggas just go to go, and then they gonna believe whatever she say, and they gonna believe whatever motherfucker say because it fits into a narrative or they want to build around me. So I tell people now, and take this how you want to take it. However you feel about me, whatever you think about me, whatever narrative you have in your head about me is true, and you can live that way. I don't give zero fucks. Like, none. Live the way you want to live. Because the thing is, if you making up conspiracies about me, that means you ain't doing your shit, so you're a lesser person, bro. Like, get the fuck over this shit. It's so frustrating, y'all. The shit that I deal with, man, like even that studio shit. That studio shit was a setup from the jump. I bet. I bet it was, bro. And I'm tired of having experience like that in Milwaukee. Like I don't treat people bad here. Again, there's no one that can say I've done anything to them. As an adult here, there's nobody that can say I've. Oh, Kidney was OC. He did A, B, C, and D, J. He never happened. So I'm out, y'all. Like this show has worked. And even this shit, like I'm like, bro, why is motherfuckers getting mad because I like to wake up and do a show on the radio in the morning? Why do I get hate from that, bro? Like, I see people like, oh, how your little show going? Like, man, fuck you. How your little job going, nigga? How your little bad parenting going? Like, the nerve of people, man. And that's part where I don't be around because I'm like, motherfuckers get too comfortable. And I'm not one that you could be comfortable around because I will swing off. And I won't regret it. I won't regret it. I don't work in nonprofit no more. I won't regret it. Like, because I'm like how people talk to people nowadays, or just think like I get why these young niggas move how they do. Because y'all not. What's the reason to respect you motherfuckers that's not young niggas and these younger like these young girls and young niggas is acting according exactly what they see and how they are being treated by the older people. Like most of the dudes here scumbags. Y'all talking to young girls, y'all thirsty as shit, y'all like nigga. It made it to the point where I couldn't even try to get singers to come sing that were African American women without them feeling like I was trying to talk. So I'm like, y'all niggas is that weird, bro, that y'all retroactively ruined like relationships and like opportunities. And the females here, man, all y'all in survival mode. All y'all think y'all know the fucking plan and y'all think y'all got it locked in. I don't think I got it locked in. I'm going with it day by day, but y'all think y'all got a plan. But I say this, if the way you live it now doesn't have you successful, then it's not. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Success happens when you figure out what you're supposed to be doing. So if your plan right now that you got, like I seen I'm gonna leave it like this. And this is kind of what set this off today. A little bit. I think one of the things. I seen a video, a picture. It was some high school. It was high school football, and it was the stands, right? And this is how I felt my whole life, personally. You see people prioritize everything else. In the picture, it said you see moms prioritize going out, prioritize going on trips, prioritize all that stuff, but can't even go to their kids' games. And it's because people don't want to grasp that like that's important. They don't even think about what's important to other people. My gift and the way that I've succeeded and advanced in life is I can identify what's important to other people, and to me that becomes sacred for them now. So if I know someone that like, hey, they thing they do every day is they want to make sure they get home by such and such time that they can watch their show. I prioritize that show is important. It's doing something for them. Most people don't think that way, fam. And it's sad. And I truly believe we are at the end times now. This is not no try to get money and all that shit. Like none of that. I really truly believe we're at the end times, and it's because of how people behave with each other. The devil is alive and strong, y'all. And these earthquakes and shit, y'all. See? And the people like, oh, why is he? Because if we would have fixed this shit earlier, and people would have started behaving just as humans, a lot of the shit that's coming down the pipe didn't have to happen, or wouldn't have been allowed to happen. If niggas would have said, hey, R. Kelly is a fucking rapist from the gate, a lot of lives would be different. If somebody said Diddy is old fucking C, bro, this nigga need to go to jail. I don't give a fuck how much money or power he got. He need to go to jail. If somebody would have just said that from the get-go, a lot of lives would be different. If somebody just called out Epstein from the get-go, a lot of fucking lives would be different. And y'all are fucking cowards. People, Americans in general, are fucking cowards. When we get invaded, it's going to be due gonna be dude, because we so fucking scary and cowards, and all of y'all will sell y'all soul for money. 99.9% of motherfuckers will sell your soul for money. And how am I so confident that I'm in that 1%? Because I had it offered and I didn't. I stayed broke and said, nah, I'm going to earn my own shit instead of going in their club. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Why? Because this game that we playing here is temporary. I'm playing the eternal game. So, yeah, man. Most motherfuckers cowards. Y'all will all sell your soul for pennies. I understand that now. And it's not just this city. This city is my experience. Atlanta's worse. New York's worse. LA's worse. It's just nowhere to do it. That's why I don't give a fuck about doing the music no more. Like, I'm going to do music as I want to do it. I'm not collabing with nobody. Nobody's getting beats no more. Besides the kids here in Milwaukee that I'm already working with, and the kids that come through the thing that like, hey, you need some beats. You need to learn how to structure your songs. You got to do all that stuff. I work with them every day. I work with them all day. I can mix their songs. I don't care. I do all that shit for free. Even when homeboy tried to clown me about the $25, like, yeah, that's why I said y'all so backwards and mixed up. Y'all don't even understand what the fuck y'all doing, bro. I know what I'm doing. So besides the kids here, if you are not one of my young dogs or referred by one of my young dogs, it's fuck you. Period. You don't get no access to no information I got. I'm not helping nobody with nothing. Nobody, no more beats for nobody. No more songs. No music videos. No ads. No marketing. No SEO work. No website development help. None of that shit. I don't care how much y'all pay me. No. It's over. I said in my last episode, I was like, I might as well go corporate and did it. And I did. So we're good now. So that struggle of trying to hustle up and get, nah, bro, the people don't want it. The people want Barabbas, baby. It's kennykamz, y'all. I'm out. Peace.
On the balcony in Sedona overlooking the mountains, like, this shit can't be real life, y'all. I'm from the ag, nigga. It's me, MG. When she tell me roll up, 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 when she tell me yeah. Windows down at that lakefront, it's a motherfucker, I tell you, watch it stepping, cause these young niggas get the rapping. Okay, pick and rollin', give and goin', start the night up. Will Street, then we hit north and get it going. Trey with me,